Hi, I'm Dr. Lisa Cook, and I'll be your instructor for the semester. Just a few quick notes while you get started. When you log in, be sure to go to the Getting Started spot on the home page, and there are 3 things you need to do. One is the pre-course assessment that will allow you to make sure the class is the best fit for you. It's not something you need to worry about being graded on, but certainly if you find that there's a lot of scores saying this may not be a good fit, think about it. Sometimes people do better in a classroom class rather than an online class. If you've taken a lot of online classes, I'm sure you don't have to worry about it. On the other hand, if this is new to you, definitely think about it. There's a huge difference really between online and classroom. There's a lot of benefits and drawbacks to each side depending on your schedule and your timing, but definitely make sure you're setting yourself up for success because we want you to do well this semester. Second, there is the required orientation. That is something we need you to start right away, and in order to complete it, you are going to need the CDs that come with the book. So, our textbook is, let's see if I can get it, Music, The Art of Listening. This is the 8th edition by Gene Ferris and Larry Worcester. And this 4-CD set is a necessary component to complete the orientation, and it's also necessary to get through the class. We talk a lot about music, and we talk a lot about ways to talk about music, and that's harder to do when we are not in person, and I'm not in a classroom where I can stop the recording and say, okay, here's what you're going to hear coming up, and play the theme on the piano. And so we do our best with a program called Chart Player, and so that's going to help work that out. But you will need the CDs, and you will need this set of CDs. CDs from a different edition of the book are not going to work for you. And then, once you have done the orientation, you have to fill out the orientation questionnaire. It's just a 1-page document. Lets me know that everything is working. Especially with Chart Player, sometimes I get some answers that make it clear that things are not working the way they should. And the reason this is important is when you get to that first quiz, I don't want you to suddenly go, oh my goodness, it's not working. Oh no, it's the last day of the quiz. What are we going to do? So, let's try and get everything set up beforehand, and then the rest of the semester goes much more smoothly. Once you're done with that, go ahead and head to the Learning Modules button, and that you can go ahead and start in on Module 1. Talks about the things that we use to talk about music, the terms we use to talk about music. So, you can also check the calendar. That will list all of the assignments and due dates, and it also lists all of the quizzes, so you can go ahead and set that up. I believe you'll also have printed one of those out as you've gone through the orientation, but calendar is always a good resource when you're like, wait, what's coming up next? If you have any questions, please email me. Web email is best, but otherwise you can email me at the Metro email address as well. Thanks, and have a great semester.